Hey everyone, Luke Gough here, cybersecurity recruiter and career coach. Now, one of the biggest questions I get from people trying to break into cyber is, how can I get hands-on experience if I don't have a job yet? I get it all the time. The job ads say must have experience, but nobody wants to give you that first shot. Well, today I'm going to show you 5 completely free cybersecurity labs that you can use right now in 2025 to build practical skills and create the kind of experience hiring managers actually care about. These are the same labs I see candidates use when they come across my desk, and the ones that help them stand out and land interviews. So let's get right into it. Firstly, why do labs matter? Well, from a recruiter's perspective, the people who get interviews aren't always the ones with the most certifications. They're the ones who can talk about what they've done. I look for curiosity, initiative, and problem solving, and labs give you all 3. You hear me talk about this a lot in my videos, but having practical experience is so important. They're a safe, realistic way to practice the same tasks you do in real jobs. So whether you're detecting threats, finding vulnerabilities, or analyzing attacks, labs let you prove that you can apply what you've learned, and that's what hiring managers want, and that's what gets them excited. And don't worry, you don't need an expensive setup. All these can be done on your laptop from anywhere for free. Okay, so let's look at number 1, TryHack. If you're just starting out, TryHack is your best friend. It's browser-based, beginner-friendly, and gives you guided, gamified learning paths. You'll learn everything from networking and Linux to ethical hacking, digital forensics, even blue team concepts. Each room walks you through challenges step by step, and you earn badges as you go. Now, from my recruiter perspective, I love seeing TryHack experience on a CV. It tells me that you're proactive. It tells me that you're willing to figure things out, which, let's be honest, is half of what cybersecurity is about. An example I can give you, I once interviewed a candidate for a junior SOC analyst role who mentioned he completed 25 TryHack rooms, including introduction to cyber defense. He could then walk me through how he analyzed logs in one of the exercises. That was a huge green flag. I then knew that the hiring manager would like to hear this. He talked about it in the interview. He ended up getting that job. Really, really important. I can't stress that enough. Now, for a resume tip, add something like completed 25 plus TryHack labs covering network fundamentals, forensics, and incident response. That single line gives recruiters something tangible to talk about. And a pro tip, start with pre-security and complete beginner paths. Then post your progress on LinkedIn. It shows consistency, and recruiters like me do search for TryHack when sourcing candidates. So think about that next time you do a project. All right, number 2, hack the box. Now, hack the box. If TryHack teaches you the basics, then hack the box shows you what the real world looks like. You'll practice pen testing by hacking virtual machines. You'll look at real simulated environments with vulnerabilities you need to exploit. The free tier gives you rotating retired boxes, which are perfect for building foundational skills. And once again, as a recruiter, when I see the hack the box on a resume, it signals curiosity, it signals creativity and grit, because let's be honest, these challenges, they're not easy. So if you can do them, it shows that you have some practical knowledge behind you, not just theory, not just certificates, which a lot of people rely on. Now, I can give you another interview example on this. So I once asked a candidate about the hack the box experience. Instead of just saying I've used it, which some do, they managed to explain how they discovered and exposed SMB share and escalated privileges. They then told me they understood process, the kind of thinking that separates strong candidates from the rest. And I knew straight away that I was dealing with a candidate that would probably interview well, ultimately have a great chance of getting the job. Now, in terms of how this would tie in for a job, well, this kind of experience aligns perfectly with junior pen testing roles, red team apprentice, cybersecurity analysis with the offensive focus. And a pro tip, don't rush. Write short notes after each challenge. Document what you tried, what worked, what didn't. Put this down on LinkedIn, GitHub, just make sure you document it. That documentation becomes your story in interviews. It's gold. Once again, it gives you something tangible to talk about and will raise your chance of getting hired. All right, moving on to number 3, Blue Team Labs online. So let's now switch to the defense, and we're talking about Blue Team Labs. This one's brilliant for anyone aiming for SOC or defensive roles. It's free to sign up, and you can do incident response, you can do simulations, investigations in a realistic SOC style environment. You'll look at logs, you'll find anomalies, and you'll identify attacks. These exercises teach you to think like a defender would, which is methodical, analytical, and calm under pressure. All things hiring managers look for in these type of positions. From a recruiter's view, that mindset is exactly what hiring managers want in entry-level cyber roles. Now, one of my coaching clients used Blue Team Lab to practice analyzing phishing attacks. In her interview, she explained how she spotted malicious IP address and what action she'd take next. The hiring manager loved it. She was hired as a level 1 SOC analyst within weeks. And in terms of what to put in your resume to show this, make sure you write something like completed multiple blue team labs investigations, which included phishing analysis and network intrusion detection using simulated SOC environments. Think how I worded that. It's very specific. It doesn't go into too much detail, but it gives exactly enough information to show the recruiter and hiring manager what you've done. It's specific, it's credible, and it tells me you've actually done hands-on work. Now keep it simple. I would recommend having a cyber journey. Note what you've learned from each lab, the tools used, and what you'll do differently next time. Trust me, you will thank me for this. I know it's might seem a bit tedious recording and writing down after every time, but you'll be shocked how much content you can pull together that later for LinkedIn posts or interview prep can really come in handy. Okay, moving on to number 4, pen tester lab. So this one focuses on web application security, and I'll be honest, that's one of the most in-demand areas I recruit for. Their free badges cover the OWASP 10 vulnerabilities like SQL injection, cross-site scripting, and authentication flaws. It's very structured, it's bite-sized, it's really easy to follow. From a recruiter's perspective, I can't tell you how much job ads mention understanding of OWASP top 10. If you've done pen tester lab, you can confidently tick that box. In an interview, if you get asked a technical question and you can reference a pen tester lab exercise, for example, I learned about XSS through pen tester lab, and here's how I exploited and fixed it. Well, that's far more impactful than just lifting certifications, trust me. Certifications are great, yes, you need them, but tie it with practical experience. Put those together, explain it with the recruiter, explain it with the hiring manager. Your chance of getting the job skyrockets. Stand out from your competitors. Now, in terms of how this ties in with jobs, well, you'll be looking at web application security tester, AppSec analyst, or even a junior pen tester. Now, a tip I'd give you is share your earned pen tester lab badges on LinkedIn. Show them off, you've done it. They're visually appealing and recruiters notice them in your activity feed. It's subtle branding, but it works. Okay, moving on finally to number 5, Rangeforce Community Edition. So this platform combines both offensive and defensive elements. It's almost like a cyber gym. You'll complete modules on malware analysis, phishing, SIEM investigations, and much, much more. It's very polished, it's interactive, and it lets you practice the same tools you'd see in real companies. Now, from a recruiter's perspective, Rangeforce experience shows maturity. It shows awareness of industry tools. It's things I like to see. I've had candidates tell me they've built confidence analyzing Splunk logs through Rangeforce, and that's a skill you could apply directly in many entry-level cybersecurity roles. Now, an example you can use in an interview is you could say, I use Rangeforce to investigate simulated malware and spotted the indicators of compromise in under 10 minutes. That's the kind of practical experience you can't just fake. Once again, looks great in an interview. In terms of how this ties into jobs, you'll be looking at SOC analysts, cyber defense specialists, threat detection engineer. Now, Rangeforce gives completion certificates, so attach them to your resume or post them on your LinkedIn profile. Employers love verified, trackable achievements. A tip I would give you again is your LinkedIn is like a digital resume. If you think that people don't look at it, that's not true. Most of the time, people will look at your resume and then they'll also check your profile out on LinkedIn, especially recruiters. So the more you can put on there that shows us what you've done from a practical experience, the better. So after talking about the top 5, let's now discuss how to use these labs to get hired, because ultimately, if you're watching this video, that's probably your ultimate goal is. It's not just about doing the labs, it's about showing them strategically. So here's what I recommend. Create a simple LinkedIn post. Every time you complete a major lab, share one thing that you've learned. That builds your personal brand. 2, add a hands-on experience section to your resume. So this is where you could put something down. For example, completed 50+ labs across TryHackMe, Hack the Box, and Blue Team Labs online. I covered ethical hacking, I covered incident response and threat detection. 3, create a portfolio page. Notion, GitHub, or a similar website. It doesn't really matter. Whatever you use, whatever's simple for you. But make sure you add screenshots and summaries. Recruiters don't expect you to be an expert, but we want to see consistency. We want to see curiosity and real initiative. Those qualities get you interviews. Interviews get you hired. So there you go. 5 free labs that can completely change your cybersecurity journey in 2025. I really hope you found this helpful. And if you're serious about breaking into this field, start with one of these today. Build your skills, track your process, and share your wins. Let people know in the comments what you've done. People can learn from each other. And when you're ready to turn that experience into an actual cybersecurity job, check out my video on how to land your first cybersecurity role with no experience. Thanks for watching. Always keep leveling up your career. I'll see you on the next video.